It was an interesting one. In this test match, every time Bangladesh have given a hint of competing, the game has moved away from them. I thought they started well today, picked up 4 wickets for 37, kept India down to what might have been a 400 plus score, and then they come out and just lost a wicket in the first over. And Bumrah showed his class right up front. 5 balls over the wicket, quickly went round the wicket. The left-hander gave a clear view of the off stump. Finished 4 for 50. Now I'll tell you what's interesting in that. Bumrah taking 4 wickets these days to expect. It's an economy of 4.54. And it's one of the shots in those 50 runs that produced a side to Bumrah that I haven't seen for a while. Poor Taskin Ahmed tried to slog a slower ball, and Bumrah went after him, and you suddenly discovered, hang on, underneath this genial, very kind-looking air that he's got, especially off the field with glasses like DK is not mine, there exists a fast bowler who gets angry.
I think the Cricbuzz show is generally done with you and me these days. But if you'd call James Anderson on the show, he'd paint a very real picture as to how it feels to face a very fiery Bumrah. He felt it on that Lord's Day that evening. But today, Taskin Ahmed, you felt for him at a point because literally the ball and the chest were talking to each other for a longer time than anybody would have wished. And then that Yorker to finish it off. But again, Harsha, we are speaking about a genius it plays. Yesterday, we spoke about Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja. Their relationship together as all-rounders and taking Indian Test cricket to a different height in India, at least, for sure. But Bumrah, across the board, Harsha. I mean, we're talking about in Australia, you take him, he picks up wickets, gets a slow one. So many memories there. South Africa, where he started his journey. England, forget it. Ask Keaton Jennings. He still gets nightmares, I think, how we set him up in that first over in that series and in subcontinent conditions like India as well. There are many players who we can find. I think Bumrah will be someone who will be very hard to replace. And I don't think stats do justice, Harsha, to what he is able to produce day in and day out. I have been a leader of a few teams over a period of time. And a person like Bumrah is worth its weight in gold. Just go back about 3 months. That World T20 final, the game on the line, Henrik Klaasen batting, one of the best batters in the world, going great guns. All it required was a Bumrah 6 to 8 run over, and probably South Africa would have crossed that line rather comfortably. Gives a 2 run over, Harsha. So then they have to take on Hardik Pandya the next over. And we all know the rest is history. It's just the pressure he creates. Whenever the game is on the line, it is Bumrah. When there is no wicket falling in Test cricket, it is Bumrah. Early morning conditions are available. Fast bowlers need to use it. It is Bumrah again. And we can speak about him separately. And that's why we did that show in Cricbuzz for fast bowlers. And he was right at the top of it. And he is worth every second that we speak about him.
You're absolutely right that stats don't convey the joy of watching Bumrah bowl, but the stats do tell a story of his progress. So if you look at the wickets tally, and we're looking across all formats of the game, he's now gone past 400 wickets. We are talking Test plus ODIs plus T20Is. Now, if in that list, Mohammad Shami, Ishant Sharma in recent times, to some extent, Zaheer Khan have also got IPL wickets. Because remember, 2 months a year you play IPL. Bumrah's played what 14 into 10, must have played 160, 170 games. If you add that, he's significantly higher. But 401 wickets. And I think when we had this graphic up, you might have referred to the rightmost column, an average of 21, which is astonishing. I mean, even today they conceded a few runs, but he took 4 for 50. That's 12 and a half.
And as a skipper, every day you'll take a bowler going at 4 and 5 runs and over in Test cricket. If he's able to get you 4 wickets and gets the team all out in 149, 150. I mean, the runs are going because he's bowling fuller. He's looking for wickets, looking for swing. And he's trying to get a wicket, which in turn at times means the odd boundary coming of the front foot or the back foot. And I'm sure Rohit is completely okay with that. We are spoiled for choice, I feel. When we look at Bumrah, every time we see him, the economy column will be 1.2, on a bad day, 2.5. We're not used to seeing 4.5, and it's an anomaly. But the fact is that the man, just like you said, if you add the IPL wickets he's got over a period of 12, 13 seasons, he's right up with the best that's ever played the game across formats, Harsha.